Welcome back to your Caribou Data Science channel, Brazil. Today is Sunday, October the 3rd, 2020. It's time for your daily COVID-19 analysis. First, a big shout out to the 12 people who watched this video yesterday. Thanks so much for those views, and a special shout out to the 12 younger folks who watched the video and support this channel. Thank you so much. A few brief announcements, a couple of new things. First of all, if you look down in the description, you will see a link to my Twitch channel. Every 8 p.m. I do a live stream on Twitch. Usually has something to do with our programming, maybe some WordPress, maybe some Tabula, maybe some SQL, but mainly just our programming. And secondly, you can also see a link to my Twitter account. I would appreciate if you take the time, go over there and click and follow me on Twitter also. Of course, as always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, click on those like buttons, and also don't forget to click on the share button, share the channel and this video with your friends and family on Facebook, Twitter, and of course, also what am I forgetting here? And of course, emails and text messages. Okay. So since this Sunday, we'll start with a COVID-19 analysis for the country of Brazil. Okay. Okay. The World Health Organization is saying that every country will have vaccinated by at least 40%. The first question is, what does for what does a single vaccination dosage, if it's a two dosage thing, do for us? Does it really significantly reduce? Does a single if a single dose can reduce the effects the well, first of all, the vaccine doesn't prevent COVID-19, and it may not prevent you from dying. It'll certainly reduce the chance that you will die, but you can still die from COVID-19. Okay. So anyway, as you can see here, currently Brazil has administered 23.4 million doses, or 234.6 million doses. Of those doses, this is the number we're concerned with. 151 million have received at least one dose, while 88.9 million have received the full treatment. What do we have full treatment is? Well, percentage wise, 70%. Okay, 70% of the population of Brazil has already received a single dose, while 41.5% have received the full treatment, whatever that full treatment is. Okay, so that's great news from Brazil's Brazil. That's fantastic news for your COVID-19 vaccine rollout program. Your aggressiveness in treating this disease with the vaccination is really starting to pay off in numbers. Let's take a look here. Okay, so what you can see is Brazil, you currently have 21.4 million cases, 597,723 deaths. We look here at the cases by year. You can see that your cases have pretty much almost doubled the 2020 numbers, and your deaths have also almost doubled the 2020 numbers. Let's take a little closer look. You can see here since July, you're actually bucking the trend. The U.S. and some other countries are actually saw an increase in July, but you're actually seeing a decrease. The number of cases, remain sort of flat a little bit. I mean, ranging between 50 and 100,000 here. But then back in June, you began to see a decline in COVID-19 cases in Brazil. Okay, and you can see that That's weird. Oh, that's just ignore that. I just misspelled. It should be cases. Okay. So we can see on October the 12th, the second, you had 13,466 cases. Okay, with an average of 27,024 cases. What about deaths? Well, you spiked on April the 8th at 4,249 deaths for a single day. That number had fallen on by October the 2nd to 468 deaths for a single day. Well, and an average of 542.5 deaths per day on average. You can see, the question, of course, is how many of these people here since the first year were vaccinated? How many of these people who caught COVID-19 were vaccinated? Okay. But what's important, as you can see, beginning in the late June, early July, a long declining pattern in COVID-19 cases. But this is good. Of course, we could ask the same question here. How many of these people since January 1st, 2021 were vaccinated? How many people who've died here were vaccinated? That to me, that's the question sort of lingering in the background. Everybody's trying to avoid. Okay. But what you can see are this long declining pattern in deaths. So what it is, so those yearly plots above kind of uh, they're not misleading, but they are misleading. Because it's very easy to say, oh my gosh, look at these numbers. Well, but the point is, most of those cases and deaths occurred in the first half of the, maybe in the first 3 or 4 months of the year. Because you can see, you had a big spike here, but then it began to decline. All right. What about monthly cases? Well, you can see here that for the third month in a row, uh, your cases have declined. Okay. For the, what's this? Fifth month in a row, your deaths have declined. Okay. So that's again, this, you know, as the time went on, the deaths started to decrease. Okay. In the year. So anyway, but so that does take care of your report today. Uh, did I remember to start start the video here? I did. Okay, good. Okay, but so before I let you go again, of course, the usual reminders: subscribe, click the like button, click the share button, share the video on Facebook and Twitter, emails and text messages, and of course, also, if you're so inclined, be sure to to follow me on Twitch. Also, when 8 p.m. I do a live stream that deals mostly with R programming, occasionally some WordPress, occasionally some SQL, occasionally some Tabula, but mainly R programming. And there's also a link to my Twitter account. I would appreciate if you go to Twitter and uh, and follow me on Twitter also. You could be the first person. You could be my first if you hurry up. You could be my first Twitter's follower. Okay. Thanks so much again, Brazil. Thanks again to the 12 people, including 9 young folks who watched the video yesterday. Thanks, or on Friday. Thanks so much again for your time. We'll catch you uh, tomorrow with an updated report.